Hello and welcome, I am King Zakri with MMOplay.com, bringing you a review for Marvel Future Fight for the iOS and Android, a free-to-play beat-em-up. Just to be clear, this is not Marvel Contest of Champions. That was one of the worst games I've played in a long time, and Marvel Future Fight, however, is vastly superior in every single way. This fully 3D brawler brings a ton of fighters from the Marvel Universe, all equipped with multiple spammable skills that keep the combat fast and feeling interesting. And of course, as every AAA license should be, it looks amazing. All that and more to follow. Dazzling combo effects comboed with lightning fast action make for an incredibly engaging, eyes glued to the screen fighting game. Just about every character model you'll see looks well made, from the beautiful but deadly Black Widow to America's hero, Captain America. Along a similar note, the animations created for these characters match them quite well, and look as you would imagine. Black Widow keeps her movements close to her body to be able to react quickly to any counter engage, while Captain America practically lunges at them. And of course, the lovable genius with a touch of crazy, Tony Stark, is no exception, along with many other characters that are just as in depth, from the way they look to the way they mow through waves of countless enemies. If I had one complaint about this, is that sometimes the animations are a bit wonky. Every punch, kick, stab, or gunshot feels like it would hurt way more than, no doubt, much more than just waking up sore in the morning. The skill effects are by far the most impressive feature of this game. The way it all works together makes you feel like you're actually causing a significant amount of pain. Or maybe it's the incredible level of finesse being pulled off by the world's greatest heroes, or villains. But it's probably how well those skills fit their character. Remember that iconic moment when Captain America throws a shield like a boomerang? It's in there. Remember how Iron Man shoots those lasers out of his freaking hands? It's in there. And the lovely Black Widow, of course. Guns and bullets. Lots of them. With dozens of characters comes different styles of play. This game utilizes a fairly archetypal rock, paper, scissors aspect to judge how characters interact with each other in battle. Except those universals. Damn you universals and being good at everything but nothing at the same time. In battle, you must be consciously aware of what type your character is and what type your enemy is. Sure, you can eventually trudge your way through 500 enemies being at a disadvantage, but it's much faster just to use the appropriate type. This also helps force you to use and effectively juggle multiple characters to get through a stage as fast as possible. Unfortunately, the early levels have you just using one type through an entire match, giving the impression that you just pour your gold in one character. Not so, leaving one character too far behind and they're dead weight, which cannot happen since you only have a few limited character slots to bring with you to all stages. As mentioned before, each character has skills. Each start with 2, with the option to unlock more by increasing the rank of your champion. Putting this kind of mechanic sucks, as it's a very unnecessary barrier to enjoying a character to the full extent without having to get lucky or paying money. Other than that, you can equip skills and equipment for minor stat increases, a pretty typical money sink to keep you busy and purse light. For the most part, you can get through the story mode of the game without too much effort. Despite their efforts to change up the way you play, it does get pretty boring after a while. Besides brawling, there isn't anything to do, so pace yourself. Wait, what? You don't say? The writing in this game isn't horrible? Tell me it ain't so! Yes, the story is actually kinda interesting. Still, most of the writing isn't great, but at the very least they got Tony Stark right. Pretty much the only reason to read the dialogue is to get some of that Stark sass. It's still not amazing, but enough to keep the story mode strung along long enough to get the player intrigued in the story. Unfortunately, they crafted the story with fans of the series in mind, so if you aren't caught up, you'll go into this game a bit confused. Basically, all the dudes the main character knows doesn't seem like their usual selves. It's up to you to figure out why. I won't spoil why. No, but really, it's actually pretty interesting. And wow, is the story mode long. It's like a full-fledged game of content, something like 80 stages. That's a lot of story and characters to meet along this multiverse. Also, a bit of a surprise is the addition of the Guardians of the Galaxy characters and some dude named Ant-Man or something. Ant-Man just sounds lame, and generally Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't that great of a movie, but they undeniably bring a much needed breath of fresh air to the starting to stagnant Marvel universe. Besides the story mode, of course, you have the player versus player. The player versus player, as one would imagine on a mobile game like this, you get stuck fighting someone well below or above your effective level, making this game mode pretty much a waste of time. Why game developers continue to make non-structured PvP in a game like this will probably be the questions everyone asks forever. Also included is an elite challenge mode, basically consisting of a small story mode, except it's much more challenging. It's difficult, but still holds the exact same formula of hold button to attack, spam skill, and juggle characters as needed. It's not a bad thing per se, it's just nothing special. Coming into any Marvel game lends credence to poor writing and gameplay, but this instance certainly has a surprise awaiting inside. Not only are the graphics top notch, but the way you play the game is fun. Juggling your favorite superheroes to maximize damage against wave after wave against the nicely designed environment backdrops makes for a great experience. Sure, sometimes the animations are wonky and the gameplay becomes boring after a while, but they more than make up for it for an actually intriguing mystery story tugging you along through all the content that they have to show. Thankfully, the microtransactions aren't too bad in this game. I never felt I was being held back from playing normally without the tug of, hey guy, hey, spend money, hey. You did good this time, Marvel. You did good. 8 out of 10. Once again, I've been King's Decree with MMO Play, presenting my review for Marvel Future Fight. Thanks for watching.